Okay, so I got the sign pretty much finished. I tidied up all the connections, and I think it looks pretty good the way the connections all came out and the way I did the box for using a Tupperware container. I think it looks pretty alright. I did program it with a couple of sequences, like 4 or 5 sequences. There was this one specific sequence that I wanted to do, but I just could not pull it off, and then I was getting frustrated. But at the end of this video, I'm going to sit down and walk through the code and show you the examples I used to make the sequences. But the good part about it is the years coming on forward, I can always change the programming and make it better. So definitely next year, I'm going to try to tackle to do the sequence that I couldn't do. And or maybe I'll have some free time later in the month, and I can always, reprogram it. I did buy like a 20-foot USB cable, so I could plug a USB cable up there and have a laptop down on the ground. And like I said, I plan on putting it up on my roof. It's not too terribly heavy. You know, I can pick it up. Actually, I got to be careful doing that. I might build some muscle. I'm going back and forth on whether I'm going to try to put up on the roof by myself. I wanted to get my friend over here to help me, and he said he would. So Dustin, if you're watching, which you probably are because I know you watch my videos, he's not answering his phone right now. But even if I did get on the roof today, I don't have the right extension cords. I got to run out to Walmart and get the right extension cord to run to it. And I did put up all my Christmas lights today because my neighbors beat me to it 2 days ago. They put up their Christmas lights. What day is it? It's November 11th. Yeah, they beat me to it. Last year I jumped a little early, and I did it November 1st. But this year I was working overtime. So yeah, I'll show you the back of the sign. Okay, as you can see, I just tried to route the wires and secure it. And I secured it just to the back side, to the loops. And just made it so that they're not too loose. And then it is a little messy down here, got a little tangle down here, but it's not too bad. But as you can see, I have it coming up, and then I have it secured to the 3D printed mount. And I just have it separated into data, power, and ground. And then I have my 120 connected on another piece of the mount. And as you can see, it came out nice and neat. And I labeled the fuses, so if I have any problems, I know what fuse feeds what letters. And then the grounds aren't labeled, but I ran the grounds up in the same order that the fuses are, so I know that this feeds the C in Christ. So I know that this one right here is the C in Christ. And then I have my data lines right here. And programming it. Oh yeah, you do have to, this switch I added to cut off the 5 volts to the Arduino for when you plug in the USB, you do have to do that because the 5 volts from your computer will backfeed and try to power up all the LEDs, which it can't do. So you gotta turn it to this direction, cuts off the 5 volts from the power supply, you plug in your USB, the Arduino's powered up by the USB, the lights will be powered up by the power supply, and the grounds are connected. And then when you're done, you just put it over like that. And I'm just gonna place the cover on top and just put a strap around it to make sure the cover doesn't fly off, but I think it should be pretty waterproof. And there's really nothing too much that can get damaged. Like I said, I put conformal coating on the Arduino if it gets damp, and the power supplies are all kind of passive components, so they can handle corrosion to a certain extent.
so I'm here editing the video, and I know earlier in the video I said at the end of this video I was gonna put in the code and me talking about the code, but it ended up being over 20 minutes long and it was very sloppy. I misspoke a lot, so I'm not gonna put that at the end of this video. I'm gonna make part 6. I'm gonna go over the code of the video. So I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in seeing the code for those animations, just leave it in the comment below, and eventually in part 6 I'll make my own video walking through the code. So thanks for watching.